gangstas. So let's do your reading. Tap into your energy. Let's make sure that you're on your path. Although I feel like you never really need to make sure of that because you're always going to be on your path, no matter how challenging. Sometimes the challenge is part of the path. Sometimes climbing the mountain is part of it. You can't be king of the mountain unless you climb the mountain. Okay? Just like with Spartans, you couldn't be the greatest warrior if you didn't go out into the wilderness when you were 8 years old for 2 weeks and survive. Alright, so there's a lot of challenges that come with growth and a lot of, other things. So let's tap into that. Look how buff I am, guys. These guns. No, I'm kidding. I'm seeing my arms and I'm like, holy crap. I'm a spiritual warrior myself. Better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in war. I'll tell you what. If I learned anything from history, that's the best quote. That's something I carry with me. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. Messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. So, you could be receiving a message or you could be sending the message. You could be the messenger yourself of the divine. You're a bit of an alchemist, aren't you? Let's tap into the alchemy deck. all my decks are getting all bent up and frayed at the edges, and I'm like, that's how I know that they're loved. Like every deck. And I have a lot of them. Alright. So, let's see it. What's on your journey? I might just be following up from the last one, honestly. We have the blasted tower, right? The tower is like something's coming to an end, right? Princess of Swords tells me that you're the one bringing this shit to an end. You're the one cutting some shit off right now. That big picture thinking. Maybe with this messenger, maybe you've discovered something about your situation that is leading you to cut something off and move forward and a cycle. And then the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is feeling very guarded. You know what? I have been, and I derive a lot of teachings from fellow readers. A lot of people know that. That's how we all operate. We all read the tarot. We all watch the tarot. We all go to other tarot readers. We need more insight, right? And something that I have seen from another tarot reader was that in the tower card, there's no door for them to ever get out of the tower, right? They can't actually walk out. It's like this feeling of being trapped. And so it's like this tower hits and breaks it down so that they're able to escape the tower, right? And it can be kind of, this person's falling head first. I don't know if you could see it. They're flailing down and falling head first. And that's scary. And that's where having trust that you're going to land somewhere soft. They're landing in water, it looks like, right? They're landing in water. They're not landing on on ground that's going to crush them. It's like they're getting an opportunity to be free. Nine of Wands tells me that this takes a lot of strength, a lot of willpower, and I see a lot of guardedness around you. Like you're like, never again, never again. I will never do this ever again. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing. Never again. Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you don't want to feel this energy of constantly being on edge. You're tired of the fighting, you're tired of the despair and the cruelty. You may have been dealing with a narcissistic person. Two of Wands. This is making a big decision in regards to where you're going next, feeling kind of at a crossroads. Princess of Pentacles. I love that you're showing up as a princess, right? This means that you may be new to your spiritual journey, right? You yourself may be a very young energy, and age has nothing to do with that. Just like gender has nothing to do with the masculine and feminine in tarot. Age has nothing to do with whether or not you're the empress or you're the princess. But what I am seeing here is that you are freshly embarking on this journey. Princess of Pentacles is somebody who's learning how to make it on their own. Somebody who's learning to step into their birthright. The Hermit in reverse, you could be a Virgo, or dealing with one, but it's time to climb out of your shell. You've been alone in your head long enough. It's time for you to build strong foundations for yourself, right? Maybe get a new job. But I see you building a financial structure for yourself. Get yourself a savings account and take that shit seriously, okay? Nothing was worse for me in my youth than when I'd get a paycheck and just spend that shit and then like have to go a whole week of being broke until, my next paycheck. Because I was rich for a week, broke for the next, waiting for that other paycheck, and it's like, no. You need stability, you need structure, and I feel like, kind of like what I said on my last reading, is that maybe you should look into the $1 million mindset, like the mindset that millionaires have and how they get to where they're going. One thing I noticed about them is they're all insane because they fail and they fail and they fail and they go through hardships and they do all this, but they don't stop, right? Because it's not the actual attaining of the money that they're addicted to, it's the pursuit of it, right? It's a cat and mouse game, and if you can get really into the pursuit of it, then it's no longer about the money, but the high that comes with the success, Ten of Cups in reverse. You are releasing something that you once felt was your wish fulfillment because you found out real quick that they weren't. And another thing too is you want to have your own shit in life. Nothing's worse than, say you buy a house or a car with somebody and then you guys break up and then you're like, well, fuck, now I ain't got that. Or now I have to find a way to split it or, whatever the case. It's different for everyone. But from my own experience, I bought a house with somebody, and because my debt was bad from trying to go to college, I put it in my ex's name. So when I left my ex, That means that he got the house that I paid for. Okay? So make sure that you're not like me, being codependent on another person and not able to maintain your things. You want to know that what's yours is yours, even if you're not with these people or whatever. Besides, nothing's worse than when somebody else takes credit for your success. When you know damn well you've been doing all the work for freaking self. So don't let them do that. Don't let them take credit for your success. Ain't nobody else putting in the work but you, right? For your personal success. There it is. The Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy. That's a breakup. That explains the Tower, and that explains why you're embarking on this spiritual journey so quickly, right? That's like an unexpected spiritual challenge for you. Nine of Pentacles tells me that if you focus on your wealth, your abundance, you're just going to keep attracting more of that, and that's really where your focus needs to be rather than on the emotional pursuits. Yeah, see, Nine of Cups is in reverse. See, Nine of Pentacles in the upright is saying, work hard, play hard, get your material gain, right? Nine of Cups in reverse with the Ten of Cups in reverse is like kind of not being so emotionally enveloped and being more business-minded in life. Yeah, Four of Cups in reverse tells me this is not a time for you to rest and relax and take shit easy. This is a time for you to put in work. Three of Cups in reverse tells me that you need to, I don't know if you drink a lot, but I feel like that's a big waste of money for you right now, or a big waste of time that you could be using, investing on yourself. Also, Three of Cups is like friendships. You might be letting go of friendships that don't fall into alignment with you. Four of Wands in reverse. You could be going through a divorce. Or you could be separating from a very long-term commitment with somebody. Four of Wands is the marriage card. The Lovers is also kind of like a really deep, long-term connection. And so, what I'm seeing here is definitely a breakup. Definitely a severance of energies. The Empress. You went from princess to empress, okay? You just went straight from point A to point Z. Like, what happened? But I feel like there's a lot of maturing that happens to you in this time. This is when you step into your power. Also, the Empress is typically like a mother figure. So, there could be a mother figure that helps you along your way. Or you yourself step into that light and you're like, hell no. I'm restoring the balance in my own life. I am the divine feminine and I am embodying that, Queen of Swords, oh my gosh. Yeah, you're going from Princess of Swords to Queen of Swords. Look at that. She's got a man's head in her hand. She's got her sword up over her shoulder. The divine in the background watching over her, proud as hell, right? She's coming through with all these clouds. And Swords is air, right? It's air sign, or air energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You're just cutting this motherfucker off. You're like, oh, you want to put me through some bullshit? Fuck that. I'm the Queen of Swords. I'm the Empress, bitch. Right? It's like, you're growing through this. It's like, This may have been a really challenging situation, but what you got out of it is going to carry you through life. It's going to carry you through life. It's I've been there. I feel that. I get it. It's rough. Um, You can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present. Don't dwell on yesterday. Don't get all nostalgic. Don't try to be all like, about whatever. Okay, we've all had great memories with terrible people. Okay, there's no sense in reliving it in your mind when the past just simply doesn't exist anymore. Just doesn't. Goodbye, past. We in the future now. Bro, a moment's regret, nostalgia, idealizing the past and fearing you've made a mistake. You did not make a mistake, don't overthink it. You did what you needed to do for your journey. This is important. Don't regret it. You good. You're on the right path. There's so much major arcana here. I see you. Okay? You're on the right path. You're in your power now, and this is what's really going to bring you full circle. Don't romanticize the past either. Don't try to make it out like it was better than it was, because otherwise you wouldn't have cut that shit off so fast, right? She wouldn't be so quick to get the fuck out of there if it was worth staying. I don't care how much I like my exes. I'll never take one of them back. Because that shit ended for a reason, right? And that was actually a lesson that I learned from one of my exes. God bless his soul. Kundalini Shakti. Significant inner shifts are taking place. Energies are beginning to move in new ways. You may feel that resolution is hard to pin down at this time. Lean into unfamiliar territory with boldness, tempered by patience. Be patient. You will become capable of many things on many levels that you were not capable of accomplishing previously. You shall arise, a fresh path is signified. Gauri Devi. Check your boundaries and affirm your right to express and receive both kindness and respect. Embrace your softer side and your ability to stand up for yourself. You are a unique being, and you do not need to conform to stereotypes. As you relax into your authentic self, the best method to accomplish what is needed shall spontaneously arise from within. You gotta trust yourself and trust your instincts at this time. Keep going forward. No backwards movement. Okay, I know it's hard. But honestly, there's like 8 billion people on this planet, and you're gonna waste all your youth on somebody who is fucked up? Fuck that. Fuck that. Tell you what, I have never been more spoiled in my life than when I freaking let go of some shitty ass relationship. Tell you what. And then you really set a standard for the universe too, where you're like, this is what I will not tolerate in a relationship. This is what I will not tolerate in connections. Bullshit, right? You know, it's funny too, is with all the oracles, I pulled 2 cards. So 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2 to the power of 3 is finding that duality, that polarity within yourself, and your mind, your body, and your spirit, and bringing it all into focus, right? And you can't do that when you got some codependent ass trying to dangle off your arm, okay? Sometimes you gotta do some shit by yourself. Sometimes you gotta cut some shit off that is just fucking up your energy. And that's okay. Show up with your sword. Show up with your titties out with your sword, okay? Like, be real. Be authentic to yourself. You don't owe anybody any explanation except yourself, okay? And if you allow yourself to be in bad situations, you're the only one that you can blame for that, because you already know what to expect from the past. More of the past, okay? Like, it shit doesn't get better when you go back to the past or back to exes. It's worse. I know, I did 11 years of trying to make some shit better and make some shit work, and guess what? It got worse. Significantly. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later.